jobs and rising take-home pay. Those 5 steps. Number 1, we're going to take full advantage of our oil, our coal, our nuclear, our renewable. You see, when we use the energy we have here, we not only create a lot of energy jobs, but a lot of jobs in manufacturing, because manufacturing uses a lot of energy. When energy is plentiful and inexpensive, jobs will come back here. This helps put Americans to work. I know it makes it less expensive to put gasoline in your car. I guess you don't have to heat your homes. So it's good if you're going to be spending money on energy, but it's also good if you want a good job. So we're going to make sure that within 8 years, North America is energy independent. We're going to build that pipeline too to help us. We're going to open up more trade, particularly in Latin America, because we're a competitive nation. We can compete with anybody in the world. If we open up more trade in Latin America, you're going to see us selling more goods and services there. It's a natural for us. We have language skills, and time zone is in the right way for us. And so we're going to open up more trade. But if nations cheat on trade the way China has been cheating over the last decades, that we got to stop, and I will. As I mentioned, number 4, we're going to get us to a balanced budget. Let me just mention something about the budget. You might think, what's that got to do with jobs? Yeah, a lot, she says right here in the front row. And the reason it has so much to do with jobs is that if you're a young entrepreneur thinking about taking your life savings and your parents' savings to start a business, or if you're a big corporation that's thinking about where to build a factory to hire more people, if you think America's on the track to become like Greece, you're not likely to put that investment in America. And so we're going to have to let the world know we're serious about this. We're going to stop spending more than we take in. We're not going to do that overnight, but we're going to do the work necessary to get us on the track to show the world we're not going to become Greece or Italy or Spain or anyone else. America's going to remain a stable, solid, financially capable nation. We're going to champion small business. We're going to help small business grow and thrive. Small business is where 2/3 of the jobs in America are created. Think of that. Small business. And yet the president's policies have made it harder for small business. That's why we're at a 30-year low in new business startups under this president. I want to make it easier for new businesses to get going and to grow and to hire more people and to pay more wages. And how do you do that? Well, I was with a guy in St. Louis. This was a few months ago. And he has 4 employees in a small electronics business. And he and his son calculated how much they pay in taxes. It was kind of a surprise to me. This isn't some big corporation. It's a small business. They looked at their income tax, and their payroll tax, and their sales tax, and their gas tax, and their real estate tax, and their state income tax. You don't have one of those. They added all that up, and it came to over 50% of what the business was making. And you think about that. That says you take your